guys, minions, and welcome back to the Men of Letters. We are here after Gen Con. Everything's a little bit slow, but we are here. We're back with the full cast, and we're here to watch the world burn, because that's what they decided last episode with their role-playing. I am here with the full cast. We have Marcy, we have Colin, we have Little Red Dot, we have Nomadic, and we have Jess herself, but she is being played by someone with a much, much huskier voice. So let's get some hype in the chat for that husky Jess. Guys, if you want to support the channel, please go check out our Patreon. But more importantly, if you want to support this wonderful cast right here, you'll see in the middle of the screen there is a bar called Eldritch Horror. When that bar fills, I get to inject some Eldritch Horror. But the more important feature of that bar is any amount of money that goes to that bar goes back to this cast right here. So if you want to help support this cast specifically, please feel free to donate and fill that bar. That being said, we're going to jump right into things because we're just a little bit slow today. Previously on the Men of Letters. Hastily following the scent of the Boxer and the Major, Jack London leads Tora, Hiram, and Bradley through the mists to the recently rebuilt residence hall on the northeastern corner of the Miskatonic grounds. The combined magical prowess of Bradley and Tora allows our trepidatious investigators to enter the residence hall and shatter the arcane illusion, thus revealing the sanctum sanctorum of one Dr. Herbert West. Amid the violent throes of a legion of undead, a conversation is held, leading to the release of the shining trapezohedron and the opening of the door for an ancient eldritch being. Do you remember that, Bradley? Do you remember that part? Okay, cool. That being said, the camera cuts away from the group to Joey. Joey, you have been left in your lonesome. This was too dangerous of a mission, and no one told you that they were leaving in hopes that you just wouldn't follow because it's safer for you to stay at the Foxglove. But Joey doesn't do what he's told, and Joey rarely does what he isn't told. So Joey, where are you and what are you doing?
They just left me?
They did. They went outside for a talk, and they just haven't come back. And it's been
what an adult thing to do.
Yeah, it's been like 30 minutes or so, and they just haven't come back.
Is there anybody?
Belladonna is in there.
Belladonna here?
Yep. And she's just like avoiding your look as she like does that bartender thing where she cleans a glass and like.
Okay. All right. Fine. Well, I don't need them. So I'm gonna grab my bag and my newspaper, and I'm gonna leave and hit the streets.
Okay.
And sniff out what there is to be sniffed.
Okay.
So the last thing Joey remembers was a lot of really bad stuff, and then the Dr. West was sighted and seen. So he's in my sights.
Yes, you saw him. You saw him at the Miskatonic. You guys crawled back to the Foxglove where you crashed a car into a man.
Right,
who
I remember
did
that.
not die.
I dropped a head in the river.
You took a man's head, and as you were about to throw it in the river, the head exploded in red light and disappeared from your hands. You all returned to the Foxglove to find that all of the rest of the bodies had disappeared as well. And the last thing you remember hearing your companion say was that these two men were asking Hiram and Jack that the doctor was looking for them.
Yeah, I need to find the doctor first. I want to stop him. So I don't know how to track him down, but that's what I would like to do.
Okay, you can roll me, unless you have some kind of investigation, roll me an intelligence. Difficulty is going to be 3.
Let's see. I might actually have something for this. Hang on. I have underworld contacts.
What does it do? I'll say maybe.
That's a good question. I'm not sure at the moment.
Perfect.
I would have to pull the book.
I'll say it gives you an asset.
If I remember correctly, it simply means when I need to find contacts, it's easier for me to do so.
Okay, we'll say you can roll with that. So that'll give you 1 asset.
Oh, okay, cool. And you said intellect roll, yeah?
I did, yep.
Okay. You gonna tell me the difficulty?
It's gonna be 3 with your asset, and then you add your asset, so it'll be 2.
Right. Okay. All right. First roll out of the bat was a success.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah. So you, combined with your near eidetic recall and your knowledge of where places are in Miskatonic and where a doctor might find facilities. There's only so many buildings, but you're fairly certain it's the Miskatonic. And you recall that when you were leaving the university, you saw a building that sort of gave you the chills. You weren't really sure why, but like the memory of the building made you uncomfortable.
Oh, I do remember that. I also remember the building with all the bodies. Okay,
Same
Joey's
one.
having some childhood trauma here. Okay, yeah, all right, then I'll head towards Miskatonic, just kind of like slinking in the shadows and keeping to myself. I'm trying to keep eyes open for anything odd.
Okay, roll me a stealth, so a speed. Difficulty is going to be 3 as well.
I don't have anything for this. No, I do not. Oops. 3 as well. Aha! Another success.
Perfect. So you are easily able to stealth your way, to move slowly and creep your way towards Miskatonic. And you make your way through a series of alleyways, basically the same way that you and you and Bradley had crawled just a few hours prior. And you see that the building that you had run through, the one that had the corpses in it, the door is wide open. There's like a double door that swings open, is wide open, and for some reason the mist that is about knee high all around the city doesn't go in there. It just sort of stops and like forms like almost a barrier around it. Like it doesn't go any further closer to the building. You just see like a perfect cutout of where mist would be, and the doors are wide open.
Can I peer in?
Sure, absolutely.
Empty?
You go to peer in, and unlike the first time you had gone through where you heard the groans and moans of recently deceased, there's nothing. There's no sign of any bodies that were here just mere hours ago that you had seen on your way through. There's no mist in here. However, on the opposite side, down the main hallway, there is another double door, and that is also burst wide open. And you see that there is a shadowy figure lumbering towards that door.
I grip my newspaper, make sure it's rolled up nice and tight in my hand, and I'll kind of edge in. Hey, who's down there? Show yourself!
Jack, from the other side of the building, as you carry a 5-gallon sloshing jerry can of gasoline, you hear, "Hey, who's down there? Show yourself!"
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
What happened to all the bodies?
Joey, is that you?
Jack?
Oh, just
I'll just like run straight down the hallway until I get within like a decent eye shot.
The closer you get down the hallway, the more clear the shadowy figure becomes, and it is Jack holding a large can of gasoline.
I'm gonna preemptively put the can down so I don't spill any on the kid.
Yeah. You see him like clunk and drop something on the ground that sloshes as he does so.
Yeah, what? You didn't invite me. You left me.
Yeah, we left you probably for a great reason, and you can't come in here. You gotta leave.
Did you say I can't?
I said you can't.
Because it makes me wanna.
Yeah, you don't want to go down, okay?
Why? The last time me and Bradley was in here, there was bodies everywhere.
Yeah, they're still here. They're quite active right now.
Active? They was dead.
Yeah, they're still dead.
I kind of look at you inquisitively, and then I'll like face cut to the fuel, and then face cut back. Ooh. What you got in the? What you doing?
It's gasoline.
Are we going somewhere?
Well, no, but this place is going up in like 10 minutes or so. Just waiting for everybody else to come out of there.
Oh, everybody else is here.
Yeah, and they're gonna come out soon, and so we're gonna wait for them. Brand new game. It's called Waiting Quietly.
Waiting.
Yep.
Seems not very proactive.
Nope.
So we're just gonna sit here with all this gasoline. We're not gonna do anything with it.
Well, we're gonna do something with it. We gotta wait for our friends to get out of there first. You ever burned gasoline before, Joey?
Oh yeah.
That's
I mean, no.
frightening. You're like 8.
I've never burned nothing.
Uh-huh. Well, we're gonna wait up here. We're not going down there right now. All right?
Do they need help?
Probably.
That's a fucking mood.
That's the mood of the whole game. Anyone? It's like that meme. Do they need help? Jack. Yeah, probably. At all
Jack's
times.
kind of torn right now on whether or not to tell this kid about the doctor down there. I have no idea how Joey will react.
So, my sources, which I have, they tell me that because I'm a newsie, I was tracking the doctor because he's gonna try to hurt all of you. So I thought if I got here first, I could, maybe stop him or distract him or something. Is he here?
Joey, that's a very pointed and very specific question. Is the doctor in? And yes, he is.
Oh, he's here now? He's downstairs?
Yeah.
We have to do something.
They're already doing something. They're doing like 3 things at the same
I'm just supposed to sit here? I want to watch him roast.
You're like, what, 12?
12 or 13, give or take.
That's kind of a lot for me to hear right now from a 12-year-old, I'll be honest.
Because I say that only because, I've seen him do bad stuff.
Uh-huh.
Jack.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. And you're not going down there.
Oh.
Because apparently you're the guest of honor, so I don't know what kind of thing happens if you go down there, but...
Guest of honor? Is there a party?
Kind of. I'm just like, there's just a quick cut scene to like Hero fighting 3 people at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. There's just like a zonked out Tora and Bradley as they're like drooling over the trapezohedron, and Hiram is just punching his way through a horde of zombies.
So, kind of makes me nervous just waiting here like this, just waiting. Could we like go to the stairs so we can at least hear the party?
Party is a generous term.
Oh.
I'll be honest, it's not really like a soiree. Blood soiree, maybe.
A blood soiree?
Yeah.
That sounds swanky.
Yeah. The kid, we can't go down there. And by we, I mean you. So I'm going to stay here and make sure that you don't go down there.
All right.
You got it?
Okay. All right, fine. Yeah, we'll just sit here.
Yep.
Just going to sit here.
I don't want to interrupt this scene because it's the funniest thing that's happened all day for me. So there is just an awkward exchange of silence and glares as Joey looks to the stairs, looks back to Jack, looks to the stairs, looks back to Jack, and that awkward shuffle of Jack trying to like get into a position in case Joey books it. And as this goes on for too long, the camera pans down the stairs to where we see Hiram has like thrown some elbows, has grabbed the table the doctor's working on, has launched himself over this workbench, kind of knocking the doctor to the side, knocking the boxer and the major over, and he has scrambled to the pile of people that is Tora and Bradley on the floor, kind of intertwined as Bradley attempted to tackle Tora out of a magical stupor. Hiram, you reach out to Bradley's hand. You grasp the decrepit monkey's paw, and you crack the final finger. And the words, "I wish," leave your mouth, followed by...
I wish all this fucking unnatural shit never existed.
Everyone in the room, you feel a shudder as something sort of washes over you in slow waves. Almost as if the knuckle crack of the monkey's paw just sort of like... and just sort of echoes. And you can kind of feel the sound wave reverberate out from this thing as you see the paw just sort of close into a fist and then curl up on itself, and then it crumbles to dust as the final finger and the last of its magic has been spent. Upstairs, Joey, you feel a warmth on your back.
Oh.
Like a sunburn kind of feel, like an itchy sort of sunburny sort of feel. And as you kind of go to like take a look, you swear that you can see red glowing out of your back.
Well, that's not supposed to happen. Is it? And like, I probably take the shirt, which is too large, and like take it off my shoulder to like check out the. Trying really hard as a 13-year-old, like check out my own shoulder. What is it? Do you see it? Can you see it, Jack?
You see what?
Jack, you notice that the symbol that was on Joey is now glowing. This pulsating red.
It's warm.
Yeah, your bag's kind of putting on a light show, kid.
Whoa.
Got some Hendrix playing in the
I
background.
was gonna say, that's not happened before. Like, whoa.
Some Hendrix in the background. Joey. God damn. As you're looking at this symbol, which, as a reminder, I think, Jack, I feel like you've seen the symbol before, or at least Bradley has mentioned it. This is the same symbol that was on the ground in the basement where you guys fought the cultists.
Yeah.
It's been seen several other places. In fact, you and Bradley saw it carved in the driver's chest.
I remember.
Fantastic. You see it. It doesn't look like it's doing anything other than glowing on Joey. The only time you saw a glow like that happen was right before the other people disappeared. This doesn't seem to be that kind of thing. There's no one like touching this or activating this. It just seems to glow. And as you're kind of watching it, like trepidatiously trying to figure out what the hell's happening, the glow just sort of spreads. And like Joey's skin sort of begins to emanate this red. Like as if the skin's slightly translucent and there's like a red flashlight inside them. It slowly
I'm
begins.
E.T.'s finger?
Your whole body is E.T.'s fingers.
This is a lot.
And she just starts to glow. So as it happens, Joey, you notice that like your hands are glowing, your arms glow.
I probably put it straight up and go, I didn't do nothing. This is not my fault. I didn't mean to. It wasn't my fault.
Back in the basement, you guys continue to feel that pulse happening, and you see all of the creatures that were shambling around the room begin to fall apart, like as if they were mummified, the same way that the monkey's paw crumbled to dust. You see like a lumbering corpse sort of like lurch forward, and then like its leg buckles, and the thigh continues where the lower half of the leg doesn't. It sort of and it crumbles to the side, and you see it like hit and then sort of dust out. You see that the two large undead begin to like move towards Dr. West, and they begin to crumble as well. Dr. West turns to the pile of you, and you hear him, "What have you done?"
Are me and Tora awake?
You are all awake, yeah.
Okay.
You were awake just in time for Joey to snap that finger
Yeah.
and make his wish. So you heard it and saw what happened.
We're waking up and seeing this unravel. And I like scramble to get away from Colin or Bradley.
Colin, specifically.
Clearly, we have all spent too much time together because we're just calling each other by our real names.
I'm looking at Zoom chat and someone didn't read themselves.
Kill it.
Colin, thank you. Joey, phrasing. What did you just do?
Hiram.
Damn it!
It's doubly difficult
really
because he's a
confusing with
character
this
named
one.
Joey. And I try not to reply anytime that somebody says that name.
I love it.
So good.
Hiram. I'm staring up at Hiram, being like, I miss Joey.
So you say, Hiram, phrasing, what have you done?
Yes, thank you.
Hiram.
I did what I fucking had to do, and I want to take my axe gun and go up to the doctor and a little whackety whack.
Okay.
There's still fighting going on, right?
Yeah, yeah,
This isn't, the shit's not over.
Yeah.
Nothing's fucking happening, so I'm gonna make it happen.
So, as you stand, you sort of, push off your legs, you stand up, and you go to heave this gun axe towards Dr. West. It's as if you're, moving through water. You feel that, slog as everything sort of slows down. And you see his reactions are equally slowed as his eyes turn and he watches the axe head move in slowly towards him. Bradley and Tora, from the ground, you see that happen again as you feel another pulse of energy from Hiram. Sort of goes, and every subsequent pulse happens, you just see everything sort of slow down that much more of a fraction of a second as he continues to cleave towards this thing. Back upstairs. Oh, go ahead, Bradley.
No, Bradley was going to try and do some hedge magic to
Let's see it.
test
Just what
whether
the
or not
situation needs more of. We need more magic.
We need Bradley to
no.
do more magic specifically.
because Hiram said all this supernatural unnatural shit, and you know what's unnatural is magic. So Bradley's oh, can I still do magic? And is going to try and do just one of his simple hedge magic tricks that he knows.
Okay, what's the trick that you know?
It's to produce a small colored napkin, like a little hanky.
Oh.
Okay. In excruciatingly slowness, Tora and Bradley, you see his hand movement sort of go, and he flicks his wrist, and you see the beginning of a something begin to spiral into existence, and it just continues to slowly grow as this little handkerchief begins to wend itself into reality in his palm. Very slow.
No. Reality's fighting back right now, Hiram.
Are we still feeling that pulsing, that heartbeat thingy?
That is gone. In fact, the red and black glow from the essentially tabernacle behind you is gone entirely.
Oh boy.
Sounds like a later problem.
Boy, Hiram, you're welcome.
Sure.
Just let's get to the next scene and we'll find out.
So yeah, you don't feel that thrum, that heartbeat, and the red light from that is gone.
Head back upstairs.
So you shout in Jess's actual voice, "Head back upstairs." As Hiram continues to slowly fight, you begin to excruciatingly slowly pull yourself off the ground. And as the camera pans back upstairs, that glow coming from Joey is now like a beacon. It's just sort of filling the hallway. Jack, I think you were gone before the tabernacle situation opened, but there is just a bright glow, just sort of ebbing and flowing from Joey. Just sort of and it's getting brighter as time moves on. There's no strange time distillation up here. You guys are moving in normal speed, but you just see that thrumming coming from Joey, who seems absolutely fine. Still hand up.
Both of my hands. I have a cat on the other one.
Hey kid, you been to Baltimore recently?
No, I never No, I don't think so.
All right, I was just wondering. Let's get out of here.
Well, why? What does that mean? Am I gonna explode?
I'm not an expert, but if I had to guess, I'd say no.
Oh, good.
We'll get you some ice cream and let you do anything you want on the way home, okay?
Ice cream? Yeah. What am I, 8? I mean, ice cream would
Look, you can't have your cigarettes until you have your ice cream, okay?
Okay, but I can still get the ice cream, right? It sounds really good.
Yeah, yep, whatever you want. And he's picking up the gasoline.
Okay. What are you doing with the gasoline?
Well, I'm first waiting for other people to escape.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start, looking it down the stairs.
Okay, fantastic. So as we go downstairs, Hiram, the blade that you are driving towards the doctor slowly connects with all the kinetic force as it would have at full speed, and you just see it sort of cleave into him as he is as shocked as you are that this time is very slow, and you see it just sort of hit him and just slide in incredibly slow. All the damage it would have received at normal speed, just very, very, very slow. Tora, you have managed to pull yourself to your feet, and you still feel that incredible weight as you try to lumber your way towards the door as you see more and more of these corpses and creatures just sort of crumbling to dust. Bradley, what are you doing still on the floor?
My best is what I'm doing. I don't think Bradley has the energy. I just looked at my sheet. I have 12 points across all of my things, across all of my pools.
I remember.
Yeah. Bradley is just going to be, I think he feels comfortable doing this, crawling.
Yeah.
So, like, not trying to get up, but is going to try and follow Tora by crawling.
Fantastic. Hiram, you see that your companions, though slowly, are making their way towards the back of the room. The doctor doesn't seem to be putting up a fight, although you have overheard from Tora's conversation and her stint as a extraterrestrial nurse that this guy has likely replaced most of his parts with other parts, so he's not afraid of losing a few to your axe. In fact, he seems to have replaced most of his parts, so he's got a pretty good hold of coming back from the dead.
Yeah, I want his fucking head.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm gonna just keep as slow. Yeah. It's almost like cathartic for Hiram.
Okay.
Just this slow, unnecessary violence.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Like, it's a fucking symphony, right? This is what it's like to play a fucking cello.
Is it? Is that what it's like?
To Hiram it is.
Does Hiram know what a cello is?
We haven't even
probably murdered a man with one before, so we guess.
Any cellists in the audience? Can we confirm that murder is like playing a cello? So
you could stab that thing through somebody. There's that like stand, like that could go right through. I digress.
Okay.
I want the head. I was gonna hack. His friends are getting away. The other creatures are crumbling. Yeah. He did his job.
Okay.
He's feeling good.
Okay. Fantastic. So yeah, you keep cleaving at this guy who has no defenses other than his own bony hands, because all of his creatures are sort of dusting around him. Tora and Bradley, you are able to crawl and slow run your way to the stairs. And you notice, the first thing you notice when you get up there is the stairs look decidedly different, right? What used to be just like cement stairs, now they're capped in like metal cross-hatching, and the railing that zigzags back up the stairs is like old and rusted, where it was relatively new. As far as you could tell, this was a brand new residence hall. Tangential right now since the world is ending, but you do notice it nonetheless. You also notice that as you hit the stairs, the speed begins to slowly come back to you, and the further up them you make it, the quicker you get back to normal speed, until the two of you burst out and see Joey and Jack standing in the main corridor.
I didn't do it. It's not my fault.
No, Hiram did this time.
As you said that, you realize that Joey is glowing like a red sun, and that is what she was talking about.
That has to be done because Hiram did the thing with the monkey's paw, right?
Why? No.
The stairs are different. Everything's different. We let out something big.
I can't say that's wrong. I just
is Hiram still down there?
He's taking his time with Dr. West.
Yeah, he's cleaving.
Oh, I'm tired of waiting. If we have to wait anymore, Jack's not going to get to dump the gasoline.
How is Bradley right now? Because Bradley's connected to Dr. West.
You know, no one remembered that. I mean, you're as bad as you are, Bradley. Your health hasn't been affected by that. There is a very specific thing that will affect you. and it hasn't happened yet, so you're fine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So like Bradley is not explaining any of this to anyone else. It's just like slowly like
reaching for all the axe
himself.
wounds that you expect to see appearing on you.
So
There is nothing.
The dead things are crumbling. The monkey's paw crumbled. Hiram's still trying to kill the doctor. Time is really slow down there. I don't even know how long it took us to get here. Like, I don't know how long you've been standing here. There's just a lot.
We're in the middle of a paradigm shift, I think.
Why am I the one freaking out right now? Bradley seems so calm. I don't understand what's going on.
I've hit a plateau. I think I don't know how to be more scared at this point.
Now I'm the one who's terrified. What's going on?
Get yourself together. And he's gonna like not actually slap Tora, but like just go like this, like near her face. He's not brave enough. He's not brave enough.
Not brave enough.
Hurt things.
Jack, for just a second, your mind wanders to that time that you just wandered off to go find gas, and you were alone, and everything was quiet and simple. And then it's brought back to whatever's happening right now.
Well, I looked at Jack. Joey looked at Jack and said, "Sure, we gotta get Hiram."
I'm sure Hiram's got Hiram.
But
Nothing down there except the doctor and a lot of time. So
doctor.
Yeah. Well, no. I don't know. Very weird. We had an interesting conversation dissecting a thing.
Dr. West is no longer, I think, within the boundaries of humanity.
Oh, yeah,
so I don't think he gets to be a doctor anymore.
Okay.
Well, what's he supposed to be then?
The monster.
A monstrous scientist. Joey, important question for you. Do you know where you came from?
Maybe.
Do you maybe have some memory issues, Joey?
I mean, I bonked my head during the fire or whatever, so it's fine.
Okay.
You mean before? I don't remember nothing before the doctor.
That makes sense.
You're Joey, and that's the important part, Tora.
Of course I'm Joey. What's going on here? You're both giving me the heebies.
We gotta get you away from here, Joey.
I wish my pocket watch fucking worked.
I was gonna say, I look right at Jack like, well, why do I have to go away?
What do you mean?
Well, why not all of you come with me?
What do you mean? Who's sending anyone where?
Doctor is formerly known as the Doctor. Needs to be as far away from Joey as possible. That's what we mean, Jack.
Oh no, I don't like this. Hiram! I like yell down the hallway like a kid, like a teenager. It's just like, you have unanswered questions.
So following the echo of Hiram screaming down the hallway, the camera pans back to Hiram, who is finishing his, his bloodlet sonata on the corpse of one Dr. Herbert West. You have dismembered him quite thoroughly, Hiram, and the din of combat has sort of, that pulsing of blood rush in your ears has sort of started to die down, and you hear a very faint Hiram in a very specific accent coming from upstairs, and you notice that both of your allies have fled up the stairs.
I guess I'll slowly make my way upstairs. I got the. Did the doctor have any like hair or something? Because I'll just like tie it around my belt or.
I mean, you can take the head if you want.
Yo, I want the head.
Okay, yeah, you can take the head. Yeah. So you take the head.
Like a prize?
Like a prize. I mean, to be fair, before he was. He's always been a monster hunter. So, I mean, that's sort of his. Trophies are sort of his jam. So.
I mean, also, like. Hiram's limited knowledge of what the doctor actually meant by anything, like, he can, like, recollect the pieces, so he's thinking, like, if he has the head, he can't fully assemble, So we'll just keep the head with us.
That's fair. So you slowly make your way up these stairs. You notice the same thing, that they're slightly different. And as you get up the stairs, the further up you go, the faster your speed becomes, until you get out to a babbling array of your allies in the center hallway of the residence hall, and a brightly lit Joey, glowing red. And sort of pulsing.
I'm gonna toss the head over to Bradley.
And Bradley obviously drops it and then tries to pick it back up.
What is that?
Mr. West.
I took care of it. Don't worry about it, kid. But I'm not a doctor. You feeling okay?
Sure. You seem a little like traumatized, probably. And I look at Jack and I go, "So you gonna burn it now?"
Yep.
Can I have that? The head? Can I have that?
What do you want it?
I don't know. I just
No.
want to look at it.
You can look at. I don't want to be holding it, but I don't think you should be holding it. You're small and.
I'm not that small.
Let Joey.
Let the kid fucking have it.
Don't touch.
Like, they've seen shit already.
Did you have to chop his head off?
The relationship between Joey and this head, I think, begets a certain caution on my part about their proximity. I can't say anything more clearly than that without someone having to tell Joey.
I mean, he was bad guy. He was a bad guy.
He was a fucked up guy.
I watched him die one time before, and he came back. Do you think he's gonna come back this time?
Yes. No, I'm not. Not now, but just don't touch him, maybe. And
no, we gotta keep the head.
Why?
Cause
then we know where it is.
Right, do like some magic stuff and hide it, or seal it away somewhere. You know, we don't.
I'm just gonna put it in a closet.
We don't want this guy coming back. No, it's not going. Bradley, it's not going in a fucking
You're gonna
closet.
put his head in a closet?
I'll think of something.
I don't think you have to worry about the head.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, we're just gonna burn it like the rest.
Oh,
okay.
Good. Can we make that happen now?
Yeah, sure. Just toss it down. We'll burn it.
Bradley's just gonna like let go and like kick.
Like a dainty little kick.
Gosh.
I want like you to drop it, and then you give it the daintiest kick, and it just goes like 2 feet and doesn't get to the stairs. And you're just like,
You actually like get your foot stuck in the neck.
No.
This is so much worse.
And Bradley has to hop to the doorway and like scrape the head off on the door jamb.
And like dunk, dunk,
Yeah.
dunk, dunk,
Oh,
as
yeah.
begins to
I'm
slowly.
just gonna start plugging gasoline.
no.
We're gonna light it up.
Okay, so you're just lugging it down the stairs, right? Is that what we're doing here?
Just
Yep. So as you begin to boom, 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 down the stairs, it sort of drips down the stairs and cascades down the back of the open staircase, kind of raining down gasoline. The smell begins to permeate the small corridor that you guys are in. And who has a match as the gasoline jerry can empties?
I think anybody who smokes here probably.
Yeah, literally like fucking everybody. It's 1927. We all smoke.
So who is racing to light this?
I think Hiram and Bradley are relighting their.
Yeah, I'm like pulling out like a broken cigar because of you know all the fighting, and we're just like standing next to each other, like
Bradley is
there's like a breeze
something
coming in.
suspicious onto the tip of his cigarette.
So everyone lights their tobacco, and you all have lighters. Who throws the match or the lighter down the staircase?
Bradley will hand his lighter to Joey.
Okay.
You want me to do it?
No, but it feels appropriate, doesn't it?
I'm kind of scared of fire. Maybe I shouldn't be the one to do it. I just...
As he's talking, I just take it from him and throw it.
Perfect.
I look up big ultraviolet jacket. I'm like, thank you.
So with a very, telltale, the staircase is alight in flames, caught easily on the gasoline. And you see the fire cascade down the stairs. You see it, like, rolling up into this corridor and sort of, like, not quite a backdraft, but you see, like, a fire gout sort of, backs into the hall where you guys are. And you know that everything downstairs is catching because you saw all the chemicals that Dr. West was using down there. And as the firelight slowly begins to build and glow this orange-red, it sort of commingles with Joey's bright beacon of red until it's...
Oh, it's still glowing?
It's still glowing, until it's almost too bright for all of you to see. And I'd like for all of you to take an XP.
Oh.
Oh.
Is this an intrusion? Is this a group intrusion, Mike?
This is a group intrusion.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I know that none of you have any XP left to do anything about it.
I do.
It's true.
Do you?
But I want
I don't have XP and I want it.
Perfect. So, the bright light from the fire commingles with the bright light of Joey until it is almost too much for you guys to bear. And as you kind of have to throw your hands up to try to make your way out of this place, that's where the scene fades. And for a brief second, the camera pans downstairs to the burning, smoldering remains of Dr. West's lab. And as these flames, these gasoline flames, these Bunsen burners and all these like chemical whatever down there burns, you see the body of Dr. West sort of burn away and decay. And there in the center of what was once Dr. West's chest is a heart, untouched by the flames, blackened and dead, just sitting there on the floor. The camera pans outside. The mist fades. The moaning and groaning stops. And night moves to day, moves to night, moves to day, and the two worlds that had collided have now pulled apart. Joey, you are standing outside, sort of skulking about, at the corner of East Main and Garrison. There is a very specific house that you're looking at. It looks familiar, but at this moment you can't quite tell why. Clutched in your hand is a crumpled up piece of paper bearing the symbol of a unicursal hexagram. You were told to meet today at this location at a place called the Foxglove.
I'm gonna wait on the bench across the street to see who shows up.
Okay. As you wait there cautiously in your little newsy outfit, a woman shows up. Tora. There is a relatively fresh tattoo of a unicursal hexagram on your forearm. You also received a letter that said, come today to this location called the Foxglove. You have arrived. There is a young boy sitting across the street, sort of minding his own business, as he watches the traffic go by and the people walk by and the people go in and out of the Foxglove.
Do I notice that the boy seems to pay attention to the location that I should be at?
He seems to be staring pretty closely to it. And as you look to the boy, go ahead and roll me a perception or intelligence. Difficulty is going to be 3.
Sure. I am trained in perception. That's a 14.
14? You feel like this boy is familiar. Which doesn't make sense because you've never been here to Arkham, Massachusetts. So you have no reason to recognize just your average newsie, but the boy looks familiar for some reason as he sits on the bench kicking his heels and staring at the place known as the Foxglove.
I am drawn towards this weird sense of deja vu, and I would like to cross the street and head towards the bench.
I notice you coming. I pop out my newspaper and hide behind it, trying to be an adult.
Joey, the newspaper that you pop out and try to be an adult.
Oh, yeah. My ever-telling newspaper.
Yeah, your ever-telling newspaper. Reads, January 6th, 1927. Hiram, you walk casually down the street as you too clutch inside your shirt pocket a letter bearing a unicursal hexagram telling you to meet at a location known as the Foxglove. Only this time, there are no cultists to distract you. There are no chanting. There is no, eldritch beast to waylay you in any graveyard. And you just casually walk down the streets of Arkham, Massachusetts on January 6th, 1927. You see a car pass by. You see a woman approaching a small child on a bench who is reading a newspaper, trying their best to seem like an adult.
Hi. Hi there.
Hello.
Is this seat taken, sir?
You're playing it off like you're buying it, so I guess I'll continue. I try to keep my face kind of yeah.
So I can't sit with you.
Oh, I fold the newspaper down. I give up. What do you want? Why are you here?
I just happen to need to be here, and
I know you.
I came over here to ask the same.
Have you been following me?
No, I just got into town.
As she says that, Joey, you feel like that's not quite true. Why
are you lying to me?
Not that she might not have been here, but that she might have been following you. For some reason, you recognize her face as if perhaps you'd seen it before.
I know you. How do I know you?
I don't know, and I don't necessarily...
You want papers from me?
Children, so I don't know why I feel this fondness for it.
I'm not a child.
Right. A up-and-coming adult.
I'm a young adult.
Yes. I'm sure you drink and smoke like the best of us.
I do, when they let me.
Not bought in a paper here in this town.
Hiram, you hear this awkward exchange as you are attempting to cross the street to head to the Foxglove. You can't help but notice that this child is posing as an adult, talking about drinking and smoking, and there's an awkward conversation between whether or not these two know each other.
Hey, don't fucking smoke, kid.
I'm not a kid, old man.
That seems hypocritical of you to say.
Yeah. Can I have some of that?
As Joey's whining drone and Tora's backhanded sass waft their way to Hiram's ears, you too feel as though you have seen these people before. Not in Chicago, not on the way here, but somewhere in your life you've seen these two people.
Either you from Boston? You got a like family or cousin out over in Boston, or?
I don't got some family.
If you heard me speak earlier, no Boston in this one.
I hear. Yeah. You must got one of those like familiar faces.
You don't. How do I know you? Because your face it's not one of those familiar faces. It's very
Your body is very, very recognizable.
That's not what I was saying.
Sorry.
You have a name? Do you have a name? I mean, of course you guys name. What is your name?
Do we got names?
You do?
Yeah.
You remember you guys all remember your own...
I don't know.
You remember all of your own lives up until this point.
My name is Joseph.
New
So
character introduction.
Yes. Hello. No, yeah, I'm Hiram.
Hiram. I get this sickly feeling in my belly. Like you've been here before, you've done it before.
You ate something bad?
No, I haven't eaten in 2 days. I know I didn't eat nothing bad.
Shit, kid, why you not eating? That's how you get sick.
What do you want?
I mean, okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this, I don't know, this weird trip down, I recognize you is oddly disturbing, but I have to be at the Fox Glove.
Hey, that's where I'm supposed to be, which is right there. Yeah.
Oh,
I was just waiting on an adult maybe to escort me in, because sometimes they don't really like it if I just come petering about, you know?
No, that's the Foxtrot. I already got lost there.
No, any business. They don't like kids.
I thought you were a young adult.
I am, but they don't know that.
Okay, well then let's go inside.
You pose? Okay.
Yeah, you can come with us.
You guys gonna be like my makeshift parents or something?
That's.
I hook one arm and I hook the other arm.
Oh.
Yeah, let's get you some lunch, Joey.
So as you arm in arm lead young Joey up to the Fox Glove, the door opens. You see dozens of patrons milling about, moving in and out of their booths, and there is one finely dressed gentleman sitting at the bar, his back turned to you, red sort of smoking jacket on, and a fine glass of whiskey in his hand. Jack, you hear the door open behind you, and as you sort of glance over your shoulder, you see the hulking frame of a beast of a man, what can only be described as a small child, and a young woman, seemingly looking like a parental unit, maybe? The strangest one you've seen, as they stroll into the Foxglove. And I assume Joey's incessant yammering starts, or continues.
Thanks, Ma.
So, I don't know what you got planned, but I kind of want to throw a wrench in your gears by player intruding.
Go for it. What you got?
I want to remember.
The meta letters is always gonna remember.
So, as you see this happen, you recognize...
Goodbye, XP. I just had you. 3 sessions.
You immediately recognize across the faces of these 3 people that they are confused as to what is happening. They don't look like a jovial band of reunited few. In fact, you remember what just happened, although it feels like it was forever ago. You sip your fine whiskey, but you know today's date. It's January 6th, 1927. You recall a Dr. West, but you've never met him. All these memories sort of exist and float around your mind, but you can't place when they happened. The only thing you don't remember is that time skip. But you immediately recognize Hiram, Tora, and Joey as they walk in, and immediately recognize that they don't recognize you. And they don't seem to really know each other, as they just sort of look around the Foxglove as if for the very first time.
Wow, this place is swanky.
GM question, is January 6th the same day as it was
Absolutely.
earlier?
Absolutely.
Okay. Take off my jacket. And wave over to them. Hey, welcome.
Oh.
Come on.
Jack, and I look at Jack, and there's a moment of... Did you see that man? Did he just greet us? Did he just beckon us over here?
Yeah, to sit at the bar. Nobody ever does that.
Is that hot in here?
What's wrong, Mom?
I have so many emotions right now, and I don't. Normally I hear other people's emotions, and this is...
Most of the time when adults have emotions, they go to the bar and drink.
Yeah, that sounds like a good choice. Yeah, we're gonna just casually, really smoothly, carefully, here, go hang on to Father Hiram, Joey.
Father No! I go straight up
I'm
to
not playing this game.
I go straight up to the bar.
It's
I'm
Papa,
Papa.
it's Papa
Right,
Hiram, let's be
Joey.
honest.
It would be Papa, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Come on. Hey, how are you doing? Feeling okay?
I'm doing really good. I have, sometimes you have dreams, and then those dreams, they kind of happen for real, but then you get this feeling that you've already done it before because you dreamed it. I'm having that right now. It gives me the heebies. It makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah. I get the same thing sometimes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's gonna look over to the false doorway that goes into the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
I get that same feeling sometimes. But it's the same day that we just came from, so that's already happened? Maybe.
What did you say? Say that? The same day?
Okay.
Work.
Work, cute.
Who let a fucking dog in the bar?
Excuse
Leave
me.
that dog alone. He needs to be one too.
Phrasing.
Well.
Wow.
You seem really put together, mister. You own this swanky place?
Absolutely not. I'll find a quiet place to talk real quick. How about you all come with me?
Well,
Okay.
No, I put like my hand on Joey's shoulder. Well, why we gotta go somewhere? We're just gonna have a drink.
Because we're gonna save some lives tonight, Hiram.
Oh. You know his name?
Yeah, I kind of like stiffen up. Because like your face is familiar. Like I want to punch it.
I like uncrumple the paper with this. Did you send me this? Are you the men of letters?
And Joey reveals the letter that looks strikingly similar to the one that all of you had received.
Yeah.
You sent me this?
I didn't send it to you personally.
Oh.
But we gotta move fast, because we're gonna save some lives tonight.
Oh, I move real fast. I'm with you. I'm so
Essential are these lives? How do you know?
All lives are essential.
Yeah.
Spiders aren't. I don't like
Yeah, I'll explain in a second, but right now I gotta figure out, and he's gonna get up and fold his jacket on the thing and tell the bartender just to hold his tab for a second, and make his way over to the door, which he doesn't remember how to open. Joey, open this. It's a door.
I remember, kinda,
staring
sorta.
at the blank
Joey,
wall,
roll me
looking
an
at
intellect 2.
Okay.
It's not a door.
I'm gonna use an effort just to make sure I do the thing. Yaha! Success!
Okay. You know exactly how to open this door that isn't a door. There is a small switch underneath these wall sconce that slides the panel open and reveals a staircase.
I go as if something just like plays automatically. Like, well, this is technically a hidden door, so you have to come over here and you have to flip the switch, and I flip the switch, and then it slides open.
And then the door slides open.
I know that.
I just was okay.
I thought you said that you've never been here before.
Right? Are you scamming us?
Are you
Yeah.
a wizard? I heard there's some of those in this city.
I'm not a wizard.
But
Come on.
Joey's a little scam.
I like take out my wallet and I make sure there's
I didn't take
money's in
nothing.
it.
I swears it.
There's still $3 in there.
It's
I don't-
somebody
I-
else with fucking $18.
I don't know. Look, I
Not
don't
rich yet.
know how I knew the thing. I just knew that was the thing. How did you know I know the thing?
Because you did it before. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay. Jack
time
has
is it?
proven himself. I'm fine.
What?
What time is it? In the day of the January 6th.
It's probably like 4:30.
Yeah, I'll check my pocket watch, because that's not broken yet.
Nope, the time still works. It's ticking right along, and it's about like 5. It's about like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Okay, all right.
Do we see any like sweaty, trembly men before we follow this mysterious person who
It's
we
very
don't?
specific.
You
With-
don't.
with, like,
you
rings.
don't see
I
any
feel
sweaty, trembly men with or without rings and adorning necklaces.
that are popping suspicious things
Yeah.
into their mouth.
No,
No,
none of
nothing.
that. None of those things. Do you all descend following the mysterious Jack London into the
I
basement?
run to the bar to grab myself a house whiskey to go.
As you turn to run over there in your frantic sort of attitude, one is being poured for you and slid across. The bartender sort of leans around you and says, "On your tab, Jack."
Oh, the name is Jack. Wow, that's a great name.
It is a good name. It's a good name.
Yeah, it's all right.
I do suppose we need to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shuffle closer to Jack.
I'm sorry, hot on Jack's feet.
Hiram, are you following as well?
Come on, Papa Hiram.
Don't call me that. I'm not gonna let the kid go alone.
Okay.
Kind of.
Hiram, you don't trust me?
Why would I fucking trust you? I don't know you.
Okay, that's fair. You don't know me, but I know you.
I got a reputation. A lot of people know me.
Yeah, sure, but do a lot of people know that you have an axe sort of shotgun?
I don't know. Do I have that?
You do. It's tucked away where it always is.
Mm-hmm.
You have that?
I got stuff. Attack every now and then.
You also have a sort of a love for show tunes.
Also true.
You sing? Papa Hiram, I didn't know this about you.
He does. He's got a beautiful singing voice, and he keeps rhythm really well, especially with his swings.
That was pushing it.
Wait, weren't you passed out when you heard all this?
No. Well,
It still woke him up. He's
I feel like
serenaded in
it's
his dreams.
Joey,
I don't forget.
Joey, are you sure you're a kid?
I'm not a kid. I'm a young adult. Last time I checked.
We gotta go because my best friend's about to get executed.
You're best.
Executed? No, I take off running down the stairs.
What kind of murdering
Go
time
now.
is 4:30?
Yeah, we're gonna stick it out. Just a little bit.
Bad guys do evil all the time. There is
they
no
do.
clock for evil.
So,
Gotta slip down there.
as the four of you descend down this dark staircase into an unknown basement, the camera again pulls away, and there's a shot above a room in a small apartment. It is very disheveled. There are books all over the place. There are miscellaneous Gnostic symbology, religious statues, scholastic acumen scattered all around the room. And there is a man who is rather sweaty, shirt wide open, several dangling medallions hang around his neck, rings bedazzle his fingers, and he sees his hair is sort of out of place. His eyes are kind of wild, and we see Bradley. Bradley, you're in your room, in your apartment. The walls are covered in charcoal writing. Your skin is covered in charcoal writing. You don't know what any of it says. You have full eidetic memory of every single event that happened leading you up to here, including the shining trapezohedron and your conversation with a very large, very dark-skinned, pharaoh-like man in space. What are you doing in your apartment, Bradley? You're muted, but whatever you're doing, I'm sure it's theatrical.
Shriveling on the inside, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley is, carefully rolling a cigarette and switching between, 3 different arcane symbol things as he looks around at all the charcoal drawings. Oh, Tora's going to be so angry. The Foxglove. And just bolts, right into a stack of books and topples over them, gets up, collects himself, and then bolts again.
I'm going to give you an intrusion, Bradley.
Absolutely.
If you'd like to have that.
Yes.
As you topple the books, you sort of stand and rise and take one final look at your room. And perhaps for the first time in at least who knows how many drug-addled days, you notice something. In the writings, scribbled all along the walls, in the absence of text, 2 words are spelled out in the white space. It reads, "The Pattern." You see this, stumble over another book, run out of your doorway, the door slams behind you. The last hanging shot of Bradley's apartment is of all the ramshackled mess along the floor, and we noticed, looking on, that in the white space of the books and all of the gathered accoutrement and artifacts is an identical symbol that was on Joey's back, that was on the ground in the room with the cultists, and was worn as a medallion of the man in space that looked like a pharaoh. Nyarlathotep's symbol exists on Bradley's floor. Bradley, you haul ass out of your building, out of the residence hall, or the small apartment buildings on Miskatonic, and you make your way 2 blocks over, sweating, panting, towards the Foxglove, as you see Hiram's large frame descend down what was once a hidden staircase. You sort of burst the door open, and there he is, headed down there.
Hiram! Oh, no. Yes, Hiram! And bolts after.
Hiram, you hear a panicked man, what you assume to be a panicked man, behind you.
Yeah, running at me?
Yeah, you hear him
running?
shout your name, and then you hear like a quick, hurried footsteps moving towards you.
Just, Hiram!
Oh, God damn it, he remembers too.
I'm gonna pull out my gun, my axe gun.
Oh, no,
and I'm gonna point it right at your face.
Oh,
I stepped in front of that gun.
Nope.
yes!
You're way too small to step in front of
Joey,
me.
you step in front of it and raise your hands like a child playing basketball with an adult.
Yes! Oh, Hiram, yes, it is you. This is...
Clinging to Jack.
Seeing, obviously you see Joey jump in front of Hiram.
Oh,
But
Joey, stop
seeing
that.
past Hiram, you see Tora, and down the stairs you see Jack.
And I know that look. That one's new. Hi, Jack. There's...
Bradley, you remember?
Yeah. Yes. What do you remember?
Come here for a second.
What?
No, Bradley, come here.
Nothing. It's
Bradley,
just a
come
pattern thing, and like
I
Bradley
like
like
that
slides
word.
by them.
No.
Anger.
Bradley, come here.
Yes.
What the fuck happened down there?
Well,
Down where? We're
It's
going
actually
down somewhere. Are
rather
we
simple.
going down there?
no. For me to say what happened down there, it's more important, I think, to say what didn't happen, which is that things didn't continue as they were. They continued as they weren't, or perhaps how they could have been. That's something isn't entirely clear to me yet, but I'm really looking forward to finding out.
Yeah, we're like, 2.5, 3 weeks ago now?
Why do I want to strangle this stranger?
I want
You
to
always
shoot
did.
somebody right now.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
don't do that. It's okay.
Did you
what
say
the
2
fuck
or
is
3
going on?
weeks?
Yeah, about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
What happened 2 or 3 weeks ago?
All of them.
Well, nothing yet.
Forward? Ago?
Nothing for you, Bradley. But
No.
all of my friends died. All the men of letters were dead.
But we're right here, theoretically.
You're here,
Oh,
but
That's why we're here. The men of letters.
yeah,
yes.
you weren't men
I
of
was-
letters yet. Everybody else had died.
I was invited, by the way. I found it on my own.
Okay.
I never got credit for that, by the way.
I'm sorry. You both are magic users and you've projected forward? I don't...
I'm a wizard. Jack is something else.
A fucking wizard.
Yeah,
No, just a
there's
regular
no
one.
such thing as wizards.
What? Yeah. What?
You
You,
said that last
fucking high, little man. Like
time.
what?
I'm going to have to repeat myself a lot, aren't I, Jack?
You don't have to repeat yourself. Let's keep going down. I just want to stop whatever it is, and then we can have some time to talk.
Okay.
Will it be that simple? It hasn't ever been that simple, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
I trust Jack. Jack has known all the things, literally up to this point, like our names
Yeah.
and stuff. And somebody asked for a sweaty man, and now look.
Well,
Jack
look,
doesn't know my name. But I
Stora.
trust Jack.
Tora.
jawline. Okay.
I believe your last name is Song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a fortune teller?
No. I'm not. It's just...
My friends call me Tora. What the fuck?
What is your actual name?
Are we friends?
I think we are, but I wouldn't blame you if you didn't think we are.
Honestly, I just want to hear you continue talking.
How much do you know about rivers? Anyone? Okay, so with very large rivers, it's not uncommon for their courses to change in rather drastic ways over a certain span of time, including some interesting situations where the river actually turns back on it.
I'm just gonna start walking down the fucking steps because
out of character, Marcy is like a riparian ecologist, so please tell me more.
and Bradley doesn't know much about rivers.
He's like, yes, tell me more about rivers.
So this is a situation. You know how rivers go one way? Well, in this situation, it's gone rather the other briefly, and we need logs in the river, and well, we remember when we were further down the river, and you don't.
Wait, is this a metaphor? Or is this...
I think it's a really bad one. What you're trying to tell me is that we met at this point in time once before.
No.
Lived out 3 weeks, and then we came back to this point?
Yeah.
Why this point?
I don't know.
Is he okay?
I might know.
Okay, well,
how
split it.
Succinctly can
in
you
small words?
This?
I'm a kid.
Not. So perhaps that's a discussion for later.
Well, then let's save the world first, huh? Jack says we can stop it.
We need
absolutely. Let's go with Jack. Jack.
Let's save
when he leads well.
Bradley, where's your monkey's paw?
Why you got the fist of a monkey?
I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it?
It was the first thing I looked for.
Oh, so it's your fault we're in this weird thing.
Okay. Just confirming with Mike that
we shouldn't point fingers till we know. I really don't think he can do nothing.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna start fucking cutting off fingers if we don't go fucking do something. Help me God, if you're gonna try to murder me, none of y'all are gonna make it out.
Please stop. So, hold on. Out of character, I'm thinking that saying that I wish none of this supernatural shit ever happened is setting us back to this time so that we can stop the supernatural shit from happening.
You're on an adjacent path.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys stand there at the top of this hidden staircase.
I had already started going down. I'm like,
okay, as you are on some kind of de-escalation of this this staircase, behind you hear package delivery. We have a package delivery for a Mr. Leach.
Oh, okay.
Why are you getting packages delivered here, Brad?
I may have sent something to myself for all I know. It's one of those days.
How did you know? What?
Bradley's gonna go up, open the door.
Bradley, unfortunately for you, we just hit our Eldritch Horror goal. You open the door and there is a young man. His name is Henry. He is standing there in a similar newsy garb to Joey, and he holds a brown paper-wrapped package out for you. Hey, are you Mr. Leach?
I'm Mr. Leach. What is that? What is that?
It's a package. I don't know. I'm just here to deliver it.
Okay. I'm gonna take the package and unwrap it.
He has a hand out and looks expectantly towards you.
Don't you tip him! I yell from far away.
I actually don't have, and she's gonna pull off one of his rings and just drop it.
Nice. And he puts the ring on. All right, man. Bye. And the door closes behind him. You begin to unwrap this package, Bradley?
Yes.
As you begin to unwrap this package, you tear the paper away like a terrifying Christmas present to reveal a small wooden box. The wooden box has dark notes of mahogany on it, brass accoutrement and brass little handle on it, and it has hinges it would open up as if like a jewelry box.
I'm going to use my force field thing to like encapsulate it.
Okay.
So I can then open it like with my hands in it like it's the like a radioactive thing.
Do we have our original ciphers?
You do. You have all the original ones you had, except for Bradley. Bradley, you encapsulate this in a force field, in an invisible magical shimmer, and you begin to open this jewelry box. The lid and the interior both have crushed velvet lining. The lid has an indentation. The bottom would too, but the indentation is being taken up by something. And as you fully open this up all the way, there is a perfectly intact, hardened, petrified, black human heart.
That's new.
What is it in front of us? There are very unhuman and very unmanly sounds coming from yours. Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna peer over Squeaky Man's shoulder to look inside.
You do tower over him quite a bit, and you see that he is holding and quite shaken by a human heart, though petrified, in a box.
So, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Who'd you screw over? Is it the New York guys? Is it the Purple Gang? You messing with Capone?
Don't do that.
His name was Dr. Herbert West.
Joey passes out.
Was this a romance or more like a fling?
Wait, Joey passes out?
Yeah, Joey just faint. He says the name and Joey just hits the floor.
Yeah, gonna catch that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jack, you
Stairs.
race back up the stairs and you catch Joey. Tora, while you're sort of like enamored by the fact that there's a heart and whatever Hiram is yammering about, you kind of see Joey begin to fall, but you have senses about you. Roll me a perception, difficulty 3, and your paranormal would apply to this.
Okay, so I'm trained in perception, so it's a difficulty 1 then?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's not F this up.
Tora, not a single patron in this inn has been affected by any of the things you've said. They're not concerned by the ramblings of this madman. They're not concerned by the audible description of a human heart, a child passing out, or the strange...
Passageway? Like everyone?
Nope. No one seems to care about any of the thing that's happening. They just go about their business as if you're not even there.
That's not normal.
Yeah, none of this is gonna be normal for a while.
So, are any of these okay. Now, in addition to flipping my reality of time, you're saying we're currently in a space where people are about to die, and then the people that are currently around us aren't real.
In this place,
I'm getting real weird static here. Like, there's something.
you would. Yeah, it's the Foxglove. Half the people here are ghosts. We're gonna stay here tonight, probably. So don't. No, they're mostly harmless. You just have to not sleep with the window
I feel
open.
like people have said that to me.
Because they are mostly harmless, and they have said it to you.
I missed all this the first time around. This is exciting. Not the heart thing. I want to throw up.
A heart? What heart?
And Bradley's just gonna carefully use his handkerchief to pick up the heart, wrap it carefully, and tuck it into an inside pocket.
Yeah, it's gonna like a giant ass boat. What's wrong with you?
Let's go a little bit further downstairs.
It was in a perfectly
Shall we?
contained box. I don't understand.
And with that, he just like nudges the force field so it rolls like a hamster ball, and like rolls it away. Downstairs, yes.
Yeah.
Jack, you are carrying the passed out form of one Joey McLaughlin down the stairs into this basement. Tora, Hiram, and Bradley, you are following, though trepidatiously, into this dark basement. Jack, as you get to the bottom, you know exactly where the light switch is, and you can flick that on. The one bulb sort of ting, 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 bong, and it kind of goes to light and lights up this room. And you see before you a large copper still, for which you know Miss Belladonna brews her own whiskeys. There is no chair. There is no contraption strapped to this still. There is a man down there. One you recognize, and he kind of like, Jack, it's early. It's not time yet. What do you?
It's the perfect time.
What do you mean?
What is his name again? I forget.
He was a dead guy, so we didn't give him a name.
Oh, let's call him Edward.
He was Edward.
Yeah, it's a nice 1920s name.
That's a solid name. Yeah, you call him Eddie for short. Yeah, he looks to you and says, "What? No, it's not the perfect time. It's not even. Are these the new applicants?"
Yeah, except for this guy, and I point at Bradley. He's just kind of here. He invited himself.
Hi.
That's not how this works.
It's not going to be how it works, man. In about, looks at his watch. 6 hours from now, 7 hours from now, that's when you die. So,
what?
It's pattern.
What?
That doesn't
Why does that make me so angry?
I'm gonna slap somebody if they say that.
Jack, how does he know about the pattern?
He is, I guess, one with it. I don't know.
I just like to read. I actually don't like to read much. It's more of a compulsion.
What? Okay. All right, man. I guess you're fine. You already seem to know too much, and Jack brought you down here, so it's kind of a little late for that. So, I mean, 6 hours, Jack? What would it... I die? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You do kind of look like you're strapped to a chair that seems to be of danger.
There's no chair here.
God damn it.
He is just standing here. There's no contraption. There's no chair. There's nothing. There's just a still and him standing here in the basement. There's like a pile of tomes near him. You can see there's a few shelves that have some weird bits and bobs. What you're pretty sure was like cocktail onions isn't. They're like eyes. Just weird things that like sort of blend in, but upon further inspection, they're a little weird. What happens in 6 hours?
In 6 hours, you get strapped to a chair and then used to power some sort of magical engine that shoots steam into the sky to prepare for some sort of thing.
Why me?
Trying to think of a way to prove it to him. I don't know why you. I would like to attempt to recollect if this is January 6th. There's no games going on right now.
Correct.
But I might be able, because I'm sort of a drinker, to recollect some of the activities that were going on upstairs when we came in, because we kind of just sat at the bar for a while. So I might be able to point out the different things that are going on out there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Roll me an intellect, difficulty 3.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and spend some effort to do so. Are we still tier 2, or did that change as well?
You are all still tier 2.
Ooh, nice. All right, so difficulty, you said 3?
Yes.
Okay, demanding. I'm going to spend 2 levels of effort on this.
Okay.
Ayo, nice. I rolled a 4, so that's good.
Perfect, yeah. You are able to, so you're able to, first of all, spot which people are people, and then aptly recall via Groundhog Day what they are going to do right before they do it, with enough accuracy that Eddie looks to you and says, "That's uncanny, Jack. What brought this on? Is this like a new?"
Dogs don't forget behavior, man.
Yeah, but is it like a new evolution of the wolf out thing?
Yeah, they'll know. No, I don't think that's.
They'll
part
know
of it.
what? I don't know anything.
Yeah, they don't remember, except for that guy. He remembers.
Hi.
These are all. They're all going to be good.
Joey, you more or less come to as Jack is pointing out all these different people. You just sort of wake up, as if you had been asleep.
What's happening?
I'm gonna put Joey back on his feet.
So I'm gonna die in 5.5 hours?
Yeah, just stick with us, okay, Eddie?
Okay.
Eddie dies?
Well, not yet. Well, and maybe not at all.
I don't want to die.
No, not you. Die. Not you.
You're not gonna die. No one's gonna die tonight. Which means,
Did more people die?
everybody in the Metal Letters dies tonight except for me.
Everyone in the Metal Letters dies tonight?
Yeah, so we have 4 more NPCs to collect at least.
Marcy has a new plan of attack. Save all the NPCs. I love it.
Gotta collect them all.
So,
do you know where?
Yeah, I do. Do we have a map of the town?
We do. It's right there on Roll20.
Oh yeah. So it is. Thanks, Metaverse.
I was giving this some thought back at my apartment because I couldn't stop thinking of all the horrific things that might happen if I moved, because if I moved, I would be disrupting the pattern. I was wondering what kind of snapback the pattern might have in store for me. But it doesn't appear that's the case, which is good. However,
what?
The fewer disruptions we make to what was done already, I think gives us a better chance of anticipating what will come next.
Why do I feel like this entire meetup is a disruption in your pattern?
Bradley, I don't have time for your ethics right now.
It's not ethics, it's practical.
Practical? It's practical to kill at least 20 people tonight?
No. What I'm saying...
20 people?
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, wait. Jack, you said that we've got to save a couple more people, right? Well, we're in numbers now, so why don't we split up, go save these NPCs, as you call them, and save their lives?
Who is Dr. West?
No, we have time.
Did we say it again? I faint. Joey faints again. Dr. West. Joey's like,
We have time. We have time to do this. All right. We have at least 6 hours, and these places are no more than it takes me time to start up my car longer than it takes to walk to these places.
Then let's go to these places and collect the people. And
we have to go to a graveyard. Let's see here, and I'm gonna try to recall the pentagram.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you've seen the symbol enough times to know. And you've been to at least 3 of the locations. The final 2 being Emmett Kant's and Zinko's, you have not been to, but you're fairly certain you can identify where in the neighborhood those were with enough, accuracy to have a location to search.
Yep.
Okay. How are you guys going to split up, if at all?
I don't want to split up.
Okay.
Is the thing.
Joey passed out again, so he's amenable.
Joey, as I said the words, and I'm like, what is wrong with this child?
They said they didn't eat for like 2 fucking days. When he wakes up, can somebody please get this kid some fucking food?
Yes. Parent issues are very difficult, I think. Jack.
Yeah.
If we were returned in this point of time with some knowledge of the continuum ahead of us, what resistance might we expect from those who may also have been returned with some knowledge of the continuum to come next?
It depends if they remember or not. And if it's even going to happen, but I'd rather get everybody together than risk not doing it.
Someone sent me Dr. West's heart.
Joey twitches in their sleep.
I didn't send that. I would have remembered at least that.
Remembered at least what? Why do you have a human heart that seems to be mummified?
It's not mine. It's Dr. West. Well, it's connected to mine now. So in a way...
It's yours.
Yes, I broke a monkey's paw. This is all very sweet stuff, Tora.
Maybe they kept it be sensitive for safekeeping or something.
The cultists.
Yeah.
The cultists.
Sensitive for safekeeping.
We shouldn't split up.
No, we shouldn't.
No.
So, where do you guys go first?
I think we should go places we haven't been before.
Okay, so you've been to the Miskatonic University.
I'm still waiting for someone to explain what is going on, aside from future travel.
All right. Before we go into it.
Is there any way to extract this alter ego that you claimed that we have? I've seen things.
You know.
Yeah, you see a lot of things. We didn't get to talking much when stuff happened in the future. So this is Bradley Leach?
Bradley Leach of the...
No.
Arkham Leeches.
No. Yeah, okay, Bradley Leach. I just want to hear Jack. Jack.
All right. My name's Jack Winand. I go by London in the community here for the men of letters. We're about a couple weeks off from what I remember. But when this happened, you all received a letter in some form of the pentagram, a symbol of the men of letters.
Right? Got that.
Here because you thought you would find answers.
Okay. Yes.
Answers for where you came from, or what kind of things you were going through. And when you came here, we found that everything had been turned onto its head. All the men of letters were ritualistically executed. I can't say one by one. We found them one by one, but they happened all at the same time, about 6.5, maybe 7 hours from right now. They were strapped into chairs and used as some sort of, device, an engine, fuel for some sort of machine. And we investigated a couple of them, but it was kind of lost. And last thing that I remember is going into, saving the kid a bunch of times, like so many times.
An uncommon number of times.
And is there any way to extract my memory from this?
I don't know. I don't know about memories.
I have theories.
But last thing I remember, we were fighting, I shouldn't say you all were fighting Dr. West in the basement of Miskatonic University while I was prepping to light the place on fire.
Oh, Bradley's right now the only one who knows about the... Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're the only one.
Mm-hmm.
That all dawns on Bradley's face as the talk.
I wasn't down there at the time, but Bradley might remember something.
Bradley, do you recall the deal you struck?
Yep.
Okay.
With unfortunate clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Tora.
You were very specific.
Tora. You have the ability to read people in an emotional sense, right?
How do you know that? I mean, I don't. Okay.
Because we've talked quite a bit, and you were almost nice to me at the end there, and but we're back to that face, yes. But if you can read me, it may be possible for me to try to give you something useful to read. that may stir something resembling a memory, some hint thereof.
When's the last time you have taken anything? Because you say I can read emotions, and you know I can read emotions, but they're always clouded by substances.
I would need some refresher
Okay.
to balance things down.
Sure. If you just wanted to hold my hand, you could have asked.
What?
Joey's like, what happened? What's going on?
Before we get any farther, because it's very clear that nobody remembers.
I'm trying.
I know. Tora, I know you don't quite remember, but I have a feeling you would know what I am if you looked at me.
Are you talking about looking with a capital L?
I think so.
Is it not spelled with an L?
A capital L, Joey, means something different.
Oh, is that a start of the sentence?
Yes.
It's a proper noun now, Joey.
Because you were able to before, and your room probably already knows.
Oh, if I look real hard, can I know?
I'll just tell you.
You tell me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you. Well, I didn't even get to tell you before.
So Bradley knows. You're saying Hiram probably can know.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so Joey, hold my hand. We're gonna take a really quiet second here. We're going to sit down and try to empty our minds.
Why? Can't you just tell me?
No, it's called meditating. Some things can't be told. They can only be felt.
Tora. It's a GM intrusion coming your way if you're so inclined.
I take
You're
it.
so
I give my
inclined.
other experience, Joey. No, Jack, for telling me what's in
So
store.
you reach your hand out to Joey,
Yeah.
and you feel a cool grasp in your hand. And as you look down, your hand is joined not with Joey, but a small Asian girl
Damn it!
who stands between you and Joey. Joey has not noticed that he's not holding your hand, that he is in fact holding the hand of a woman who looks like a much smaller version of you, who looks up to you and just sort of smiles, and then looks to Jack, and then nods, and then looks back to you and disappears.
Well, that wasn't okay.
I'm waiting. You gonna tell me or meditate it or something?
Yeah. You didn't feel anything? No, didn't see anything.
Your hand is real cold. You may have circulation problems.
Okay, well, I'll like clasp my both hands upon Joey's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Firmly, like, grasp the hand, but like, if I feel Joey's hand is warm, I'll try to embrace Joey into a hug.
Joey is quite warm, and now having an awkward hug with a woman he just met.
This is how you meditate?
Yeah, shh. You said I'm your mother. Shh.
Well, it was playing pretend. Shh. Okay.
Just try to empty your mind.
Okay.
And you're a young adult, so now I'm your sister. Okay, that's not weird.
This has gone off the rails. Okay, Joey closes her eyes, partially holds her breath because that obviously is going to help with meditation. I think really hard.
No. Don't think really hard, Joey. You have to let it go. You have to let it go and understand that you are a person.
What is this for again?
We're gonna meditate so we can go to a higher plane. Unassisted. Stares at Bradley.
Tora, what are you trying to make happen with
I'm
Joey here?
trying to help Joey resonate with me so we both can see what Jack may or may not be.
Okay, awesome. I would like you To roll me an intelligence check, the difficulty is going to be 5. I don't know that you've done this before.
No.
But I think your training in the arcane would help you in this matter.
Yes, and I will expend effort.
Okay.
I have edges and stuff.
Bradley is really happy to not be the craziest sounding person in the room.
For the first time this whole game.
First time this entire stream.
Yeah.
I'll roll that one. See how
You did not. Okay. So what you do is you have held Joey in your arms, and you have walked through the meditation phase, and you're attempting to fuel your sight into Joey so that they too can see what Jack is.
Yes.
You succeed at fueling Joey's sight. However, none of the meditation and calming efforts took. Joey, you see, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Tora, a red sort of glow or shadow around Jack.
Yeah.
And existing as if an aura around Jack is the form of what can only be described as a ghostly werewolf surrounding Jack's human form.
Oh, I see it. Oh! My eyes pop open.
It is still there.
You're a werewolf.
Well, that was easy.
That is amazing. I never knew there was such thing as werewolves. Can you change anytime you want? How sharp are your teeth? Do you eat people or do you just meat?
Do I know?
I have so
You
many
do now
questions.
that Joey's shouting it out to the world.
I can change anytime I want, except for... I'll look at my watch again. About a week from now, when I don't get a choice.
Wow.
Hiram and Tora's jaws were both clenching.
I'm still holding my axe. I pulled it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hiram, I know you want to kill me because you hunt people like me,
I turn and look.
but you gotta trust me. I take steps to know how to and when to prevent it.
Yeah, Hiram, I'm sorry, man. I don't know who you are. I'm Eddie. That's not important right now. We have places that we chain him up. He's fine. He's done a lot of good work for us. There's been a time or two with the leash that we're not proud of, but it's all for sorry, Jack. It's all for a good cause. It's not.
Eddie, I've never heard that story before, and I don't know if I want to know now, but I'm curious.
We'll talk about it later.
All right.
But you hunt and what do the mental letters actually do?
Mostly.
Fight the supernatural. And unless we get moving, we're gonna lose.
No, we're not losing again because
Yeah, we lost the first time.
we lost.
We didn't even know. So, you want to come with me? I'll give you the choice. You come with me or you don't.
No, I do. Joey, I'm in. I'm going with the werewolf. Jack, I'm going with Jack.
Good. That's the best choice you could make.
Hiram, you coming? You have to come. What if something needs hacking? All I got's a newspaper.
Hiram, you are right now used to being alone. But it took some weeks, but I don't think you wanted to be alone quite so much by the end.
I don't know what any of this fucking means, but I got one of those letters too, and no, shut your whole mouth. I'm gonna pull out that letter, and I'm gonna just toss it down at Jack's foot.
As you see the letter unfurl, Joey and Tora, it looks identical to the ones you received.
Hey.
I'll tell you right now, though, I don't fetch. So,
Oh.
Every dog eventually does.
Well, I do. Joey bends over and picks it up.
oh no, Joey.
I do. This is amazing. It's like somebody tried to bring us together and to do it, and then we didn't do it, and they brought us together again.
We didn't get a chance to do it the first time.
The first time I saw the destiny in this, and you mocked me quite severely about that.
I didn't mock you.
No. Somehow everything you say seems kind of mocking, though.
Can I ask, what happened the first time?
I had to go through a sewer.
No. What did we do wrong the first time so we don't do it wrong again?
We didn't do anything wrong is the thing.
That's not true, Jack.
What do you mean?
I never should have brought out the monkey's paw.
What is a monkey's paw?
Okay.
Dare I ask?
No, hold on. Let's one thing at a time, because the question is what did we do wrong the first time? Everything was fucked before you brought out the monkey's paw, man.
Oh.
I walked over to Bradley,
So,
very uncomfortably close to Bradley face to face. And I jabbed Bradley in his necklace. And I'm like, why the fuck do you remember? I need my memories back.
You don't like the answer. You never like my answers.
Maybe I will like them this time around.
It's not the first time this has happened to me.
This is not the first time you've been back in time?
Or time travel?
How many fucking times is everyone fucked up?
It's not how you think, though. It's not, and it's not actually as important as it sounds when it exits my mouth.
I want to go back to what Jack said.
Please.
yeah, and then I actually want to talk about what you're talking about, Bradley. So we didn't do anything wrong the first time. We waited as we were supposed to do, and I look at Eddie, until the time that we were supposed to meet with the Men of Letters. But that's when they all died.
Oh.
Because they were sacrificed by... Oh, what are they? The Star? Cult of the Stars? Starlit? Mike, I need help.
It is the Church of Starry Night.
Church of Starry Night. Sorry, that was it's been 3 weeks.
That's okay. I wasn't sure if it was Jack trying to remember or Marcy trying to remember.
You're way closer. Church of Starry Night.
Yeah, so we didn't do anything wrong the first time. We waited like we were supposed to, and it was already done by the time we got to it.
So, to save everyone, we gotta go get them.
Yeah, I think so.
And then what are we gonna do with them?
Well, we'll all be together. That's something at least, right? But
yeah, that's something. I'm never with anyone, so...
Yeah, I know. Bradley, you, with your memories, how do you remember? I'm just wondering.
As I said, it's not my first time.
Yeah, I was curious. I suspect I remember because I'm not exactly human anymore. But you're saying it's not your first time?
With this sort of consequence, no.
Well, we've got a while to walk. I think we should go to Zinko's. And why don't you tell us a story?
You saw the monkey's paw.
Yeah.
It had 3 fingers.
It did.
Did you wonder what had cracked the first 2?
I definitely knew that monkeys have 5 fingers.
Well, when I discovered the relic, the first one was a simple test to see if it would work because I was so desperate for magic to be real.
Well, that's stupid.
And it did, and it was.
What'd you wish for?
Oh, I wished for a robin's egg. It seemed very safe. And I got one.
Okay.
I didn't know that it had a chick inside of it. That was rather tragic.
A robin had a chicken?
Whatever you call a baby robin. I don't know birds.
Okay, wait a second. Joey has questions. Can I ask questions?
Yes.
So as Joey raises his hand to ask questions, you all begin to leave the Foxglove and head towards Zinko's. Hiram, would you like an intrusion?
I can't refuse.
That's true. You can't refuse.
Literally can't refuse.
Wait, what did you use your XP on? We all got one.
No, he can't refuse. He's doomed.
I can't.
It's true. He's doomed.
He
Every other
cannot
one.
refuse them.
Every other one he can't.
No, he can't refuse any of them. Every other one he
can't
gets a
refuse
point to
any.
give to someone. Every other one, they're worth 0.
Gotcha.
So,
Jeez.
this one, unfortunately, is worth 0.
I got 2. It's fine. We're good.
You are the
Saving it
last.
for a rainy day.
You are the last person to leave the Foxglove. As you reach back to politely close the door behind you, you feel a cold, clammy hand grasp your forearm. And as you look up to see who dare would grab you by the arm, you see a very, very familiar young woman. This is your wife. She looks at you and says, Hiram, be careful. And before you have a chance to even open your mouth, your hand finishes pulling the door closed, and when you go to open it again, she's not there. But you heard the message loud and clear. Hiram, be careful. And that is where we end episode 10 of Men of Letters.
Shock.
Welcome back, everybody. So that was episode 10, End of Days. And I think at a minimum, it sure was. So let's go around and do our introductions here, and we'll get the hell out of here so these guys can go to bed and do all their fun things they have to do and be shooketh for the rest of the day. Let's start with Marcy. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to?
Hi, my name is Marcy. You can find me here on Thursdays. You can find me on Gold Heart on Saturdays. We're doing Waterdeep Dragon Heist, where myself and Derek shenanigans so hard that we ended up in Dungeon of the Mad Mage like 10 weeks early. So, ayo.
Perfect.
We have to change the name of the stream. It's great. And then on the alternate weeks on Saturdays, you can find me on Jiro Chris All's channel. We're going to be doing Gore of Ravnica, which content warnings do apply. It involves like suggestive content and language and BDSM and mental health issues, but it's fun. I play a vampire who eats people's memories.
Awesome.
And then on Sundays, on those same weeks, not this Sunday, but the next one, you can find me on Little Red Dot's channel for Owl Lycia. Cypher System also live play featuring a lot of animal people and tree people.
Fantastic.
That's me.
I got to tune in for that the other day, and it was madness. Grant plays like a shrew. What is he playing?
He's a pangolin.
He's a pangolin. He's
Yep,
adorable.
a giant
A giant one.
It's like
He
a
made a
pangolin.
puppet. He
Yeah,
made a
that's what
puppet
it
with
is.
his tail. It was so weird. Speaking of Little Red Dot, Chelsea, who are you? Where can we find you, and what are you up to?
I'm Little Red Dot. You can find me online as such, where I get to play on awesome networks, rolling dice, telling stories. And you can catch me on my own network right now. I am very excited in 2 weeks' time, we bring on the second season of Witch Girl Adventures, so be on the lookout for that. We have announced that Scum and Villainy is going from a mini campaign to a full campaign starting in September, which is really exciting, so be expecting that. And post-Gen Con stack of games says that things are coming. So be prepared. I've already made my schedule from now to December, gang.
Hell yeah. Let's jump right over to Colin. Who are you? Where can we find you, and what are you up to?
Hi, I'm Colin. I'm the other half of Phantom Roll Booth. I'm an independent content creator. Right now, this is my only stream, but that is going to change pretty soon, and I'm excited for that, but can't talk about that quite yet. Other than that, Phantom Roll Booth is an active, creative community. We have a Discord, the link which is in my Twitter handle. Join us. We've got community games. We've got play-by-posts. We've got Western March style gaming, so we got a lot of stuff, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. With that, we'll jump over to Gnome. Who are you, where can we find you, and what are you up to?
Hey, my name is Gnome. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram over at NomeMedic, and I do too many things, some of which have ended, though, which is nice, so I got a little free time to go do actual work now. You can catch me here on every Thursday. I have apparently signed my soul away and am eternally bound to play a game on unMadeGaming's channel Thursday nights.
That's how Warlock packs worked.
That is shit. Sundays, you can catch me over on the Kobold Press channel in a game called The Last Heir. where we explore the world of Midgard, more importantly, the ancient forest of Margrave, where I play a kobold, and I love my little folk. That's what I normally play. Hiram is the outlier, who is like 8 kobolds in a
man suit.
In a trench coat.
No,
like
not sure.
Men in Black.
Hiram could fit in a trench coat.
It's like Men in Black when he's wearing an Edgar suit.
Mondays, you can catch me over on the Greyhawk channel. We have 3 episodes left of The Grove Where We Met, which is a 5e Feywild adventure set in the world or setting of Greyhawk based on Florence and the Machine songs. It is very mystical, and I love it dearly. What else do we do? Wednesdays, you can catch me on the Gods Fall Twitch channel, or just head to demigodsfall.com, where I play in a podcast called Rise of the Demigods. That's
Good
it.
podcast. With that, last but not least, we go over to Jess herself. Jess, who are you? Where can we find you, and what are you up to?
Writing that post, Gen Con. Hi, I hope to be returning with a voice that is more functional next week. You can find me at Burst of Hope on Twitter. I shall be starting in September I'll be playing in a Dungeon World campaign in a setting of a Southeast Asian inspired variety called Sarzamine. I am looking forward to that. That'll be on Welcome to the Party. Yeah, you should follow me on Twitter because there are going to be a lot of games and game content in my future.
Fantastic. And before we get out of here, guys, thank you so much for filling that Eldritch Horror Bar and helping to pay this wonderful, amazing, beautiful cast we have here. Thank you for all the subs, the follows, all that fun stuff. Thank you for being here for this tragic, hysterical nonsense that we go through every Thursday as I try to slowly kill the players. If you guys want to be part of the conversation, go check.
Done it yet, though.
The players are us.
Yeah, well, I said what I said.
The players.
If you guys want to join the conversation, please go hit us up on our Discord. If you guys want to support the channel as a whole, the best way to do that is over on our Patreon. And with that, we're going to go raid my friend, Daddy Sheepdog, who is currently playing Charlie Foxtrot, an Only War 40k game that is full of all kinds of crazy nonsense that you should definitely go check out. I played in one episode, and it was super duper fun. So I suggest you go watch that. So from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.